What's going on, everyone? Author Rashad here with you for episode 1 of my new YouTube page, Dad's Break, because us great fathers sometimes need a break. I'm also the author of the book, Fatherless Son. If you would like to pick that up, you can at authorrashod.com. That's AUTHORRASHOD. That link is also in the description. So each month I'll come on and review a book. Just a quick caveat, if you hear my kid scream or if a kid comes running in here, I have 3 kids, all under the age of 6. Sometimes I need a break. And guess what? Books give me that break. Books put my mind in a place where, I can zone out and zone out from everything that's around me. So that's a good thing. So this book club that I've entered by a friend of mine is called Liddy Urban Fiction Club. That's Litty. Awesome book club that I've just entered. She's introducing us to some urban fiction. But on this page, I'll be reviewing all kinds of books, all types of books. So stay tuned for the next episode, of course. So the first book that I finished, I was in that group, not a book of my own, was a book by a female called Sister Soldier. Now, I've heard of Sister Soldier's book before, The Coldest Winter Ever. The link will be in the description. And I would see a lot of females. I went to Delaware State University, so a lot of females that I would deal with would always be reading this book. And I'm thinking, man, this is like one of those male bashing books or whatever. And it was to the contrary. It was an awesome book. It's about a drug dealer named Ricky Santiago who has I think he has 4 kids, all girls. And a wife, and they're the book is a fiction book, of course, but it's out of Brooklyn, New York. And the story is told through the eyes of a girl named Winter Santiago, who's his oldest daughter. So she's born into this wealthy drug dealer named Ricky Santiago, and she's beautiful, and she's a gangster. She doesn't take any stuff from anyone. And she lives this life, and they move out to the suburbs. All these things happen throughout her life, and she has such a strong character in the book, and it's just very, very well written. Sister Soldier is actually a person who's she's sort of a motivational speaker / mentor for women, and she does all these great things in the community, and eventually they cross paths. Winter. So you have Winter, you have her father, Ricky. Her father has a lieutenant named Midnight, who's one of his dealers. But Midnight is very smart. He's from Africa, and he eventually lands himself in Brooklyn. And he crosses Sister Soldier's path too, and they actually become real good friends, and they're real attracted to each other. But Midnight is a drug dealer, and Sister Soldier knows that those kind of things bring the community down. So Midnight is stuck in between this struggle of being a drug dealer and in love with the money and the glamour and everything that comes along with that, and understanding the consciousness of Sister Soldier and everything that she's doing. And if I'm looking around during this video, I'm sorry. It's just a time for me to just vent and be to myself with the audience out there. So when Midnight is locked up, this guy, Ricky Santiago, who's Winter's father, bails him out. And I believe he gets him out of jail or looks out for him. And then, so Midnight, with his loyalty, feels like he's indebted to Ricky Santiago. So Winter, who is crazy and kind of does what she wants, he finds himself to keep looking out for her, trying to keep her out of trouble and keep her around the right people. And things get crazy, of course, typical drug dealer ending. He eventually gets locked up, and Winter is forced to kind of try to pick the business up on her own and do her own thing. So it's a great story. And we finished the book. I won't tell you the ending or how it ends, but an amazing story. So for the month of, I would say by the end of January, I want to be finished this book right here, which is an offshoot. One of the daughters of Ricky Santiago is Portia. And because of the things that happened to Winter, because she's a diva, she's the oldest daughter, Portia is the second oldest, and it goes into her life. So it's an amazing book. It's kind of thick. I'm not a fast reader at all. So if you're not a fast reader either, don't worry about it. just go along with it. What my goal usually is 25 pages a day whenever I read. And at the most, it's like 50 pages a day. And it has to be a good book. And these are great books. So again, you reach Dad's Break. This is where I come on and I simply talk. For some reason, you come on and you listen to me. So that's awesome. So I have these 2 books. I went through the first one, told you about that one a little bit. I'll go through this one. If you're a self-published author like myself, you can send me a book and I'll look at it and review it and maybe bring you on to interview you. You can send it to, the address is 4921 Tilden Road. That's Tilden Road, Bladensburg, Maryland, 20710. Both books will be in the description, along with my book, Fatherless Son, will also be in the description. Before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the book, and subscribe to the page. Dad's Break, man. This is where us fathers come together for a little bit and look at some books and read some books to kind of get away from life a little bit. So take care of yourself. God bless you. Talk to you on episode 2, where we will look over Sister Soldier's second book, A Deeper Love Inside, by my girl, Portia Santiago. If you haven't read the first one, you need to read it. Take care.